The Cold War taught humanity profound lessons. Nuclear weapons fundamentally reshaped global politics. The terrifying doctrine of mutually assured destruction, or MAD, maintained a precarious peace. Nations engaged in a relentless race to develop more potent armaments. This competition was driven by the instinct for survival. It was a quest to deter any potential attack from adversaries. Rocket technology played a pivotal role in this high-stakes game of nations. From the early V-2 rockets to sophisticated intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, the potential reach of devastation expanded dramatically. We continue to live with this complex and dangerous legacy today. The lessons from that era remain critically vital for our present. Humanity first unlocked the immense power of the atom in the mid-20th century. This event marked a monumental shift in military capabilities worldwide. The destructive force unleashed was unlike anything witnessed before in human history. Entire cities could now be obliterated in mere moments. Concurrently, the field of rocket science experienced rapid advancements. Early rockets initially carried scientific satellites into Earth's orbit. However, they were soon adapted to carry nuclear warheads across vast continental distances. The potent combination of nuclear warheads and long-range delivery systems created an entirely new strategic reality. This new reality was precariously built upon the concept of nuclear deterrence, a delicate balance of terror. This historical context is absolutely crucial for understanding current developments. It provides the framework for analyzing new weapon systems. The development of advanced missiles like Russia's RS-28 Sarmat is not occurring in an isolated vacuum. Instead, it represents a significant evolution in a long, unbroken line of strategic armaments. Nations persistently strive to gain a strategic advantage. They seek to ensure their deterrent capabilities remain credible and effective against potential threats. The Sarmat missile is Russia's latest technological response to this enduring security challenge. It is the culmination of many decades of intensive research and dedicated development efforts. Understanding its historical roots helps us fully grasp its present-day significance. The old, familiar certainties of the bipolar Cold War era are steadily fading away. New global powers are emerging on the world stage. New and disruptive technologies are constantly being developed. The international strategic landscape is consequently becoming far more complex. It is also, unfortunately, becoming significantly more dangerous for all nations. The development of highly advanced weapon systems, such as the Sarmat, clearly signals this ongoing shift. It strongly indicates that the era of intense great power competition is far from concluded. Indeed, it may well be entering a new, potentially more perilous and unpredictable phase. We must therefore pay extremely close and careful attention to these developments. The stakes for global security are incredibly high. The RS-28 Sarmat is an undeniably formidable strategic weapon system. It is a Russian liquid-fueled, super-heavy intercontinental ballistic missile. Its official NATO reporting name is Satan II. This stark designation alone powerfully hints at its perceived destructive power. The missile has been meticulously designed to replace older Soviet-era ICBMs. More specifically, it is intended as the successor to the formidable R-36 M2 Voyvoda missile. The Sarmat represents a significant and undeniable leap forward in Russian missile technology. Its sheer physical size is particularly impressive to behold. It is engineered to carry an exceptionally heavy payload. This payload can include multiple nuclear warheads for widespread destruction. The intricate design of the Sarmat missile incorporates numerous advanced technological features. It explicitly aims to overcome both existing and future missile defense systems. The missile itself is approximately 35 meters in length. Its total launch weight exceeds a massive 200 metric tons. This enormous size allows it to carry a substantial throw weight, estimated to be around 10 tons. This impressive capacity means it can effectively deliver a large number of individual warheads. Crucially, it can also carry a suite of sophisticated countermeasures. These countermeasures are specifically designed to confuse and overwhelm enemy defense systems. The primary focus of its design is on ensuring a successful and unstoppable strike. The Sarmat's reported performance capabilities are a cause for significant global concern. It is reputed to possess a very high terminal velocity. Some unclassified estimates suggest it can achieve speeds exceeding Mach 20. This incredible velocity makes successful interception by current defense technologies extremely difficult. Its operational range is also exceptionally extensive, a key strategic advantage. It can reportedly strike targets located almost anywhere on the planet Earth. This includes the capability to fly unconventional trajectories, such as over the South Pole. This particular capability allows it to bypass many existing US missile defense installations. These installations are traditionally oriented towards threats originating from the North Pole region. One of the most widely discussed and analyzed aspects of the Sarmat is its warhead delivery system. The Sarmat is capable of carrying multiple, independently targetable re-entry vehicles, commonly known as MIRVs. This advanced capability means that a single launched missile can deliver several nuclear warheads to widely separated targets. Authoritative reports suggest it could potentially carry between 10 to 15 MIRVs. Furthermore, there is speculation it might be capable of deploying hypersonic glide vehicles, HGVs, like the Avangard system. These HGVs are exceptionally maneuverable. They travel at sustained hypersonic speeds within the Earth's atmosphere. This unique flight profile makes them even harder to reliably track and intercept. The introduction of the Sarmat missile significantly alters the existing strategic calculus. It is not merely an incremental upgrade. It represents a potential game-changer in strategic deterrence. Older generations of ICBMs, while still undeniably potent, face increasingly sophisticated and capable missile defenses. The Sarmat, however, is specifically engineered to render these defensive measures questionable, if not obsolete. Its advanced capability to carry a large number of MIRVs and potentially highly maneuverable HGVs greatly complicates defensive planning for any adversary. It compels potential adversaries to completely rethink their established defensive strategies and postures. The financial cost of developing and deploying an effective defense against such a system rises dramatically. This in turn puts considerable pressure on existing and future arms control efforts. When compared to established missiles like the United States Minuteman III, the Sarmat appears to be more advanced in several key aspects. The Minuteman III has long been a reliable workhorse of the US nuclear arsenal. It has undergone numerous upgrades over its many decades of service. Nevertheless, it is fundamentally an older missile design. The Sarmat, by contrast, boasts a significantly greater throw-weight capability. It also incorporates specific design features intended to counter modern missile shield technologies. This includes a notably short boost phase during launch. This shorter boost phase reduces the critical time window available for enemy satellite detection and early-stage interception attempts, enhancing its survivability. The deployment of the Sarmat system impacts international relations in a profound manner. It demonstrably fuels widespread concerns about the ignition of a new, destabilizing arms race. Other major nuclear powers may feel strategically compelled to develop and deploy similar advanced capabilities. This reactionary cycle could easily lead to a dangerous spiral of military escalation. Trust and transparency between nuclear-armed nations, already fragile, would likely erode further. The existing architecture of international arms control treaties is already under considerable strain. The Sarmat introduces yet another layer of complexity and challenge. It starkly underscores the immense difficulties of maintaining strategic stability in an increasingly multipolar and competitive world. Effective diplomacy becomes even more critical. The evolving landscape of international relations is now characterized by increased volatility. The Sarmat missile stands as a potent symbol of Russia's unwavering determination to assert its military power. It reflects Moscow's ambition to maintain its status as a leading global nuclear state. This significant military development occurs amidst a backdrop of broader escalating geopolitical tensions. It directly influences international perceptions of military power balances. It critically affects the complex calculations of risk made by national leaders. The future of global deterrence hinges on how nations collectively choose to respond to these emerging advanced capabilities. Will this development spur renewed dialogue and cooperation, or will it tragically push the world towards greater instability and conflict? The Sarmat missile, and indeed weapon systems like it, raise deeply profound ethical questions for all humanity. The sheer, almost unimaginable destructive power concentrated in such weapons is difficult to fully comprehend. The potential for a resulting global catastrophe is undeniably real. While the missile itself may not be fully autonomous in its final, irrevocable strike decision, the complex systems supporting its operation increasingly rely on artificial intelligence. This includes critical functions such as initial target selection, complex trajectory optimization, and the deployment of sophisticated countermeasures. The steadily increasing role of artificial intelligence in modern warfare is a critical and pressing concern. It demands careful, thorough, and ongoing ethical scrutiny from all nations and parties involved. The progressive integration of advanced AI into nuclear command, control, and communication systems is particularly worrying. What might happen if an AI system were to critically malfunction during a crisis? What if it were to misinterpret ambiguous data from sensors or intelligence sources? The extreme speed of modern hypersonic weapons dramatically reduces the decision-making timelines available to human operators. This creates immense pressure to further automate military responses, potentially sidelining human judgment. This dangerous path could inadvertently lead to devastating flash wars triggered by autonomous algorithms. The risk of accidental or unintended nuclear escalation thereby becomes terrifyingly and unacceptably real. We must urgently and deeply consider the grave moral implications of ceding such ultimate control. The very existence of advanced weapons like the Sarmat forces us to directly confront existential risks to our species. A full-scale nuclear exchange between major powers would be utterly catastrophic. It would almost certainly mean the definitive end of human civilization as we currently know it. The relentless pursuit of ever more powerful and sophisticated weapons ultimately increases these overarching global risks. It does not necessarily enhance genuine national security in the long term. Instead, it can paradoxically create a more dangerous and unstable world for everyone. The immense challenge before us is to find a sustainable path towards de-escalation and risk reduction. We need to collectively strengthen global efforts for nuclear non-proliferation and eventual disarmament. This is a shared global responsibility. Are we as humanity destined for a future perpetually dominated by such terrifying weapons of mass destruction? Will the course of human history be tragically rewritten by a catastrophic global conflict? Or can humanity collectively find a different, more hopeful path forward? The Sarmat missile serves as a stark and chilling reminder of the critical choices that lie before us. It represents a crucial fork in the historical road. One path leads towards an ever-escalating and ultimately unwinnable arms race. The other, more difficult path leads toward renewed, sincere efforts for global cooperation and verifiable arms control. The future truly depends on the wisdom and foresight of our leaders. It also depends on the informed awareness of citizens worldwide. The clock is ticking,